Hello and greetings from Portugal. I've been on the road since August 22nd and it's been an amazing journey. However, I can't stop working just because I'm traveling and adventuring. I gotta keep entertaining clients' needs, being a great steward of their projects, and so I have what's called a travel rig when I'm doing my voiceover. The first thing that's most important, as you know, is my mic. This mic I've named Sebastian. All right, Sebastian has an accompaniment. This is called a pop filter. It's a metal pop filter, metal mesh pop filter. This is the cage that protects the mic from any kind of trimmer or any kind of, I guess, environmental stress that happens in the room. So I put the pop filter into the cage here. Can you see that? Slip it in. I then take the Rode cardioid condenser. This is my travel mic. I put this in like so, and then I dial it in on the bottom. Okay, before that all happens, I want to show you something else. How do I get the sound from the mic? We lost focus there. How do I get the sound from the mic to my operating system, to my computer? So when I travel, because I want to be lean and light, I take a tablet. Okay, I've added a keyboard here, and I have an outbound mouse. That way I can edit properly and edit quickly. This here is called a Focusrite Scarlett. It's called a Scarlett. This is how I get the power from the mic to my computer. So I take the USB cord, I plug it in to the back of the Scarlett. I then take this side of the USB and plug it into what's called a USB-C adapter. Okay, because the tablet has a USB-C port, which is smaller than a typical USB. So I plug this in here, and then, of course, I plug the USB-C in into my tablet like so, and now I'm connected there. All make sense? Okay, now, from there, I take my live wire, which connects the mic to the Scarlett. So I take one end, but obviously you have to do this after you've plugged it in the bottom of your cage. So I pop that into my cage. I then pop this in here. Oops, that's the wrong side. Make sure you pick the right side. And now I'm good to go, okay? So typically what I do is, at home obviously I have a mic stand, but on the road I don't have a mic stand. So typically what I do to make sure the mic is upright and not affected by any movement of myself or anything around the mic, as I put 3 soda cans. I don't drink them, I just put them 1, 2, 3 like a tripod, and I set this on whatever table I'm using. In this case, I'm gonna make a pillow fort back here. So I'm gonna find, oh look, a candle holder, and I'm gonna put this on top of that. There's 2 candle holders here, so that I can keep my mic upright without being interfered by any of my movement when I'm trying to express myself when I'm recording the copy of the client, okay? So once that's done, I'm gonna power up my my tablet, power up the Focusrite, and I can record directly into this. The sound again is traveling from my mic to my Scarlett to my tablet, right? When I edit, I use a program on the road called Audacity, or I use Twisted Wave. Audacity is free. You can also get a plug-in to help make sure that you can export your MP3 files. And I use an outbound mouse because, again, if you're trying to edit on a trackpad, it's going to be cumbersome, it's going to take more time. This is a lot more efficient. And what's great about my USB-C adapter is it has 2 ports, 1 port for my Scarlett Focusrite and 1 port for my mouse. Okay, so I record, I then take everything apart, and then I find a nice table, coffee shop. Here in Portugal, I might find some de nata to eat, a little coffee or something, and I'm good to go. Now, pillow forts. Oh yeah, headphones. I got my headphones here. The great thing about these headphones is they go everywhere. These are my studio headphones at home, but I take them on the road because I love them and they're soft. And they're not sound eliminating. You don't want sound eliminating headphones. You need to hear all the intricacies of the sound that you've created and the room tones so you know exactly what you're giving to your client, because their equipment is so high end they'll hear everything. All right, so creating a fort. One little trick that I've found that works really nicely is to get an umbrella. I didn't pack one on this trip because I'm traveling pretty lean, but you get an umbrella and you hold it, you sit under it, and you throw a comforter over top, and that creates a really beautiful sound design in that space. But since I don't have an umbrella here, and there are no closets as you can see, what I'm gonna do is create a fort. I'm gonna use the back of this bed, this headboard, which is great. I'm probably gonna turn this pillow this way, and maybe put one on top here. Actually, that's not very sturdy. I'll do this, and this. These are thicker pillows. And I'm gonna create a place right here to put my mic, and I'm just gonna hunker down and get it done. It actually might make sense for me to have this off to the edge, that way I can kneel down like this and record directly into the mic like so. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna move these things over here, because the great thing about your voice and your body is you don't want to truncate your midsection, because that's going to change the way you speak and the way you emote. It would be great if I could stand up like this, but again, this space does not allow for much. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to compress the sound and create an even sound around. And the great thing about this too is that I have a great material backboard to do that with. I'm going to close the windows. I'm going to put a comforter over my head and see what kind of sound I create. And that's about it. If you have any other questions, feel free to write me, IG or Twitter, at Andia Winslow, and I'm gonna go in here and record a gig for a client. It's a big one. It's gonna be going on national TV, and hopefully it sounds good. And if it doesn't, then when I get back to the next major city, I'm gonna have to find a studio and re-record. But I've had some really cool on-the-road traveling experiences. I've had some stuff that I've done in really odd places, like airport bathrooms and underneath the trucks and parking lots, just to really create a more condensed sound. And some of the stuff I've done that has gotten the most play on TV is stuff that I've done in the most odd spaces. So don't let your lack of a professional studio keep you from recording and auditioning. You just have to be crafty and creative, and I hope that this video has helped. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.